Guys, okay, right, I don't want this video to be too long. I'm taking the lead here from Tonen, who's putting little bits of videos up of research that you find on your way that may not merit a whole video, or may, but you've just got too much other stuff you're looking at. So I'm looking at like all the old photographs, early photographic evidence, and I came across this guy called Roger Fenton, who had a photographic, God, I've lost him already, photographic wagon that he took to the Crimean War, and he was one of the first war photographers. So here we are. Hope the music's not too loud. It's American Civil War music. So I came over here and I thought, I may find some mudfloodage, but frankly it was all a bit boring. We had some cannonballs, lots of like dreary landscapes, a bit of harbour, some evidence of like something going on, but nothing conclusive. And then lots and lots of shots of soldiers, just soldiers standing around, posing with their horses, just groups of them, tents, soldiers, just soldiers and kilted soldiers and some of the locals, and just lots of them, you know. So I just was watching, and I've actually saved because it kept freezing. I came across these guys here. Now, I wasn't looking for this. I was looking at some of the soldiers thinking, quite good looking bunch, some of these. And I thought they looked a little bit curvy. You know, a bit curvy for a guy. And this one here, he's seriously curvy, man. Look, it's straight back on this chap. This chap's very curvy. So I am going somewhere with this. Don't. So then I look at this lady here on the far right. Somebody with her hand on her hip. Looks very much like a lady. Got a little look of Princess Anne here. You can almost see that she's strapped down her breast. A very, very curvy lady with short arms. Look how far her arms go down. It's okay, I'm actually going somewhere with this. So I found a list of people women who've, well, there's a couple of men in here, but mostly women. This is a woman, Hannah Snell. So throughout sort of history, women have pretended to be guys and gone to war. There's one. Albert Cashier, quite a famous one. See? Anyway. There's quite a few bits of information about the ladies of the Civil War. This is Jack Williams. Fought in 18 battles. Was wounded 3 times and taken prisoner once. Looks like a bloke. They lived in German-ridden camps, languished in appalling prisons, and died miserably but honourably for their country and their cause, just as men did. So they're talking about the American Civil War here, and how they called it a man's fight. But there's a lot of women fighting in these wars. They're talking about why they did it. And for some it was patriotic. Others just didn't want to leave their blokes. But lots of them did it for economic reasons and because they didn't want to be left to a life of basically prostitution and servitude. So it could account for the lack of women around to look after all these children. Maybe they were actually recruiting women in these wars. I mean, we don't know, do we? We just hear about all the men and how men are brave and men go to war and men do the fighting. But when has there ever been any respect for women and children? I mean, they say all these things like when the Titanic sunk, and that's a dodgy story now. Everybody said, oh, women and children first, and women and children first here, and women and children first. But it seems to me that in most cases it's women and children last. So why would all the women be kept at home? They say that it was the First World War and the Second World War when they started to have land girls and women went to war, and now of course, you know, pictures of women in war are common. Women go to war all the time. Women are always joining the armies. But I think that women in war was a much more common situation than we think. As a woman in the American Civil War. So this is just a bit of a brain dump. It says quite often, I mean, they never took their clothes off. Everybody they slept in their boots, didn't they? They did get pregnant, and quite often went into pregnancy after having hidden their pregnancy under their uniforms, poorly fitting uniforms. Yeah. So just something else to think about. Look at that. Look, you'd think that was a guy, wouldn't you? Hey? Women in war. Something else to think about. Thanks for watching.